saying, hey,
Yeah.
let me go out and let me have that last breath fighting chance. But right now, we're trying to protect you so that you can come back in these next cards.
Exactly, Jordan.
Don't go nowhere. If you got him to get a drink, you better sit down. You ain't gonna miss this one. Making his way to the cage, Mr. Zach Lindsay.
And now.
Sorry guys. Hold on, sorry guys.
Correction here. Correction here.
Sorry.
Got a little correction going
I just
on.
wanted to see this side yell, actually. I just wanted to see y'all get excited real quick. Y'all got one more fight. I'm sorry about that. That is my bad. Making his way to the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Sammy Carr.
Players mess up.
Everybody mess up. It's okay. It's okay. He
Hey,
got
it's
himself.
live events. The
It's
show must
live.
go on.
That's show business, baby.
Hey, it happens right there. But making his way to the blue corner right now, we have another veteran of the Colorado Combat Club cage, representing 303 Training Center, Sammy Carr. Sammy Carr, accompanied by a couple of Colorado Combat Club vets and a champion as well in Art Petrosian and Danny Gonzalez over there. Danny Gonzalez got a win on our last Colorado Combat Club card here. He also just fought a few days ago on that Fury card. Sammy Carr fought for us in a boxing matchup at the end of 2021 for Colorado Combat Club 10, and that was a fight that he just went. He slugged it out. It was a fun fight to watch. Just a couple of guys getting there, just throwing the ones and twos of the sweet old pugilistic science, getting after it. That was a historic night for Colorado Combat Club. Rest in peace. Our main event that night was Elias Theodoro.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
One thing I love about Sammy Carr too is this kid just loves fighting.
He brings the energy. You can tell he wants to do this.
Well, and at any event in the area, there's a good chance that you see Sammy there. Whether it's one of our shows here, a 5280 Thai fight card, any of the other MMA promotions that come through, he's usually a face that you'll see in the crowd. So that's just someone who loves this game through and through. And, those are the type of kids that we love having here in our Colorado Combat Club cage because we know that fighting is the ethos of who they are through and through.
Yeah, they're going to bring the energy. They're going to bring the fight every single time. They're going to do their best to sell tickets. They're going to do their best to promote it. And ultimately, that's how local promotions grow, and that's how you start to learn how to grow your brand.
Certainly, and his opponent is making his way to the red corner right now, Domenic Pasqualicchio.
Say that last name one more time for me, Jordan Kurtz.
Domenic is representing 10th Planet of Colorado Springs. We've got just a couple of bouts left here on our Comments from the Peanut Gallery undercard here at Colorado Combat Club 17. Folks, if you are watching along at home, join us on Twitter and use the hashtag CCC17. Let us know what you think of the card so far, or you can reach out to us on social media. That's me, Jordan Kurtz, at Comments from the Peanut Gallery. The big Yin's Josh Fremd at Josh Fremd MMA. And Cody's got 1,000,001 underscores, but we got Cody underscore Brundage underscore.
My man. So, 2.
2,000.
He weighed in at already 134 pounds on the dot. He is also making his MMA debut. He represents 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu out of Colorado Springs. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Domenic Pasqualicchio!
I got it right, Josh.
That is right. That
Just
is
for the
right.
record.
No, that was good. That's why I wanted you to enunciate again. What do you, interesting thing on the shorts here. Sammy Carr has what looks like a nice sandwich on his shorts. What do you think that means, boys?
He's ready to give a knuckle sandwich.
Oh, I like that one.
It's right on his right hip.
Big
ready
fan
to
of
uncork it.
BLTs.
BLTs, I see.
What's up? Body built by BLT.
Hey.
What's good?
And touch of the gloves. We're starting.
Pasqualicchio in the red trunks. Slips on the high kick right away. Sammy Carr jumps right on top of him. Little difference in the dimensions here between these two fighters. We've had a lot of fairly similar dimensions tonight, but this one we have Sammy, who's a little bit more of the, as we give the Cody and Josh analogy almost every card, we've got the fire hydrant and the light pole.
I'm the light pole and Josh is the fire hydrant.
Take it. Yeah, very different body types here, and you can definitely tell what Sammy wants to do. He wants to make this grimy. He wants to get on the inside. And Domenic wants to keep this standing on some length, but right now Sammy has him trapped against the cage with good head position and double unders.
Yeah, great head position by Sammy. I love seeing it when these young guys in their amateur career understand that concept, and especially when they're working up against the fence, when you see their opponent's head being jocked in all kinds of different positions, just because you know that they're using that head effectively and they're keeping that spine out of alignment.
Yeah, and that's the best thing to do is to control someone. You have to grapple with your head. Why not add an extra limb and be able to grapple with it?
Inside knee to the thigh
And
right there by Sammy Carr.
For some of us, it's our biggest limb. It gives you a huge advantage.
Not everybody has a buffalo head, Cody.
Just the lucky ones, right?
Just the lucky ones.
Just the lucky ones. But especially in these elimination rounds, only being 3 minutes, 180 seconds, if you're on the better end of some grappling exchanges in these short rounds, it does very well for you on the scorecards, as we saw from that fight with Jesse Brookshire.
Yeah, I was going to say, we just saw it, or didn't just see it, but the fight before last, right?
Like incidental cup shot.
Like somewhere in that tight clinch exchange, we saw a little bit of blood drawn from Sammy Carr's nose. Blow was unintentional, so we're going to give Domenic just a couple of minutes he gets up to 5 full minutes for his recovery. Fighters are in their neutral corners right now. Oscar Martinez on top of the action. He knows that was not an intentional blow by Sammy Carr. Granted, the shot to the nuts doesn't feel good at any point, but this is a big break for Domenic as that gets him off of the fence. But interesting tactic for Domenic to go right back for that over and under tie-up and end up once again with his back to the fence after just being there. I'd like to see him try to mix it up just a little bit more.
Maybe he's baiting another cup shot. Did you ever think about that, Curtsy?
Maybe get a point taken.
Yeah.
Hey, he's playing chess while we're just over here thinking checkers.
That's right.
He's got that leg wizard giving himself a little bit of space there to get off of the fence, but Sammy's strong with that rotation.
It definitely seems to be a strength advantage, right? Or disadvantage, depending on whose corner you're in.
Yeah.
Well, and I would say, too, Sammy was smart in where he was using his leverage. You know, he let his hip level change, right? So even if sometimes if you're not the stronger guy, but your posture and how high you let your shoulder and your hip level be, that can help dictate where that positioning is. And Sammy was the lower man. You know, it's for those who are the football fans out there, you always hear in the trenches, the lower man always wins. In this situation, Sammy was lower with his hips and his shoulders, which was what was able to effectively keep Domenic pressed up against the fence for the majority of that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then because he had the better overall body positioning and weight distribution, he was able to then create the rotation and then reverse the position and put Domenic's fence back up against the fence once again after Domenic had initiated the tie-up.
Yeah, you know, Domenic keeps entering in these high upper body exchanges. If he wants to grapple, you know, he needs to find a shot, a wrestling shot.
He's throwing a couple of naked kicks right there, and Sammy didn't necessarily make him pay for it right there, but Sammy scores the body lock takedown.
He's going to the body triangle on the bottom, which is really just kind of a stall position. You know, you're not really gonna, you can't get back to your feet. There's not really a submission you're gonna hit from here. The body triangle from the bottom is not the good. You see him open it now.
Opening the guard, looking to work that potentially a triangle series here, triangle armbar series.
Well, it looks like he got the fight where he wanted it, right? Like he wanted to be in these grappling situations. Let's see what he can do with it.
Sammy's got to keep on working to pass that leg. He's out of danger for the triangle for now. And now pass to half guard. And Oscar Martinez is no stranger to putting the fighters back on their feet if we have a slight bit of downtime, or idle time, I should say, on the canvas.
Sammy posturing up now, landing some big shots.
Right in front of his cornerman, too. And smart by Sammy to use his hips to drive the back and the head of Domenic up against the post. He just needs to keep on scoring from this position. He's doing a great job controlling the round right now. Keep on scoring, secure that round. And especially with Domenic, doesn't really look like he has a large sense of urgency right now to get back up to his feet. If you're Sammy, just keep on looking to score, especially when you know who the official is that's in there with you. You have to stay active. You have to know that if it's a guy like Oscar as the third man, that if you do just kind of use this position as a stall or you wait out some time, you're probably going to get stood up by Oscar. So just keep on scoring with those little strikes, and then you open up an opportunity like this. You advance and then you take the back.
Yeah, Sammy doing a good job now. Both hooks in, throwing nice shots under the armpits. Domenic's really just shelling up right now. I'm not sure he has any clue on what to do right here. Now we have Sammy flattening him out, hips in, landing some shots underneath the armpits again, through the guard. Now just laying it into the ribs.
Finishing some shots to the body there. Gonna close out the round. And Domenic survives the barrage at the end from Sammy Carr. Through the first 2 rounds of action, boys, how do you see it?
I want to say it is 2-0 Sammy. Carr, I just think that he's kind of just outmatched Domenic right now. I feel like Domenic wanted to exchange in grappling and not really strike as much, seeing as though he's from 10th Planet Denver. But I just don't. The Springs, my bad, 10th Planet Springs, Colorado Springs. I just think it's just an outmatching right now. I think he needs to come out in this 3rd round and go for broke.
Certainly. I mean, he's conceivably going to have to, but as we established with one of the fights earlier on the card, we don't know how the judges are going to score things, folks.
I have no idea.
That's as good as anybody's guess. It's just like the old legend Burt Watson says, don't let it go to the judges' scorecards.
Ooh, big counter
right
right hand by Domenic, but Sammy pushes him up against the cage again. Get double under. He got the body lock.
You know, you can see a little bit of urgency here from Domenic. You know, he's been here on the cage already been here for one round. You know, you got to think that his corner told him if you don't get a finish, you're gonna lose this fight. So it starts with getting off the cage. Like right here, see how he broke the hands, he broke the body lock. You got to have some urgency there.
But in terms of sticking to a game plan, you got to give your credit to Sammy Carr here. It looks like he had a mission in mind once this fight started, and he's done everything he can to keep the fight where he wants it to be.
And
looks like we have a guard jump
Domenic
right there by Domenic. Right up against Sammy Carr's corner.
With his head pinch like that, it's going to be hard to find a sub. Looks like he's going.
Yeah, he opened up his guard, was trying to swivel the hips a little bit, but just as you mentioned, Cody, he really doesn't have any room to work at all from that position.
Yeah, you know, it's not jiu-jitsu match. It's not a jiu-jitsu match. When your head's pressed up against the cage like that, you don't really have the posture to find a sub here, swivel your hips.
And separation in the action by third man Oscar Martinez brings them right back up to the feet. Sammy charging in like a bull.
He's going to go flying triangle here.
Little osmosis action. Strong rotation in the clinch right there from Sammy Carr. Again, he's winning that head position battle, so anytime they start getting into even a 50-50 point, Sammy is winning these positional exchanges because he has the better body mechanics going on.
And he gets to the back of Domenic right now on the cage. 10-second bell claps.
Knees to the thigh from Sammy Carr. And a gritty back and forth affair right there from these two combatants. Congratulations to both Sammy Carr as well as Domenic in this contest. We're awaiting the judges' scorecards to be tallied up for the official rating, and we will have that decision read out to you in just a moment from our in-ring announcer, Aaron Varao. Real quick, we want to give a shout out to a couple of our sponsors in the meantime. Shout out to Big's Meat Wagon as well as Prodigy House Muay Thai. Also want to give a shout out to Costa Films production crew and MMAtees.shop. My two broadcast partners here have some merchandise available via MMAtees.shop. Make sure that you go to www.MMAtees.shop and you could search the Big Ins Josh Frem merch as well as Cody Brundage merch ahead of Cody's big fight in just a few days. And then Josh has a fight coming up in June.
All three judges scored about the same. They seemed about 30-27. Declaring your winner via unanimous decision, Mr. Sammy Carr!
Sammy Carr gets the unanimous decision. Great exhibition by both these boys.
Congratulations there to Sammy Carr getting the victory tonight. And we're about to hear a little bit of a pop in the arena coming up for this next bout.
I'm here with your winner, Mr. Sammy Carr.
But we'll hear from Sammy Carr first.
I've loved to watch your progression all throughout the years. You've helped me out with my shows. You've done a boxing match for me. This seems to be like your comfort zone. Can we see more of this, Cody?
Hell yeah, man. My coaches, my teammates,
States. Genesis 303, all you guys over here. The company starting playing. Got G-Bar over here. PLS. Got Tim Carreno in the house. And all the supporters here. Just makes me want to keep going. I got my coaches. Art and Daniel back there. It's all right, bro. It's a good night, right? Oh, yeah. How you doing? Love all you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Mr. Sammy.